hit that next target. Not to mention, HRMY BioSciences Holdings, a company in the healthcare sector and biotechnology, here off the daily interval, we're offering objective short trade entry, dollar cost average. Get the heck out of your longs off this beautiful rising bearish wedge pattern, off a divergent high with negative and or bearish divergences, really constructing and establish themselves on all three indicators, indicating even bigger momentum indicator damage. With seasoned crossovers on both the MACD and oscillator, starting to retest the zero line there and snap. The rug completely got pulled here. And again, I really liked it because it had a clean neckline off that bearish rising wedge pattern, off this beautiful head and shoulder looking top. Here's your head, here's your double shoulder, and snap. The rug completely got pulled now. We got huge volume indication around that $50 to $53 range. Indicating a vast majority of the masses have completely bought up in this range. And again, if you start to see 50.72 go with a very thin volume price zone, I would only suspect a very quick wave of selling if we catch up to that 200-day moving average. But call it 48.47 would be my preferred last target. And if that goes, that's going to be really a big rush for the exits, in my opinion. Very strong support there, coinciding with the 200-day moving average there. I would only suspect a much larger wave of selling to go off there and a big rush for the exits. Again, we've already snapped we completely sliced right through that 54.95 price support, which was my first target, coinciding with the 50 exponential and 50-day moving average. We sliced right through it, no respect whatsoever, and we are good as you can get. That's where you want to cover, right up on that second price target. You always want to cover just a tad below where a lot of the buy orders will go. I am not in the business of figuring out what human traders are looking at. I'm in the business of what the computer algorithmic trades are going to be and where their stop prices. That's what's going to move the market. The market makers are all priced on computer algorithm trades. And here we are. I'll bring up that before photo here, HRMY BioSciences. Where we had snap, we actually came back. We had that beautiful little bit of a snap here. We ended up having a counter trend rally, snapped it, had a reaction, opened up here again, had a reaction off the divergent high and or a clean primary uptrend line, call it the neckline off that offset head and shoulder top, and snap. We put in that sell signal. That's when I issued it right there, and it has been a massive wave of selling since. Pretty sizable. There is nothing remotely close that looks like an engulfing bearish candle into the after hours than anything we've seen previously here, going back since really May, beginning of May. There we had a pretty sizable, and again we caught this nice clean head and shoulder, another head and shoulder, a classic looking top here, put in the sell signal, and that was good for a 10% crash there. So we'll see what happens with this one. Looks pretty clean. I would suspect maybe a counter trend rally and or snapback rally right into that 54.95 price resistance, which is pretty nice resistance, coinciding with the 50 exponential, which would offer an objective short trade entry and or dollar cost average to an additional add-on to your short trade setup. And I would only suspect more down the side to come. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated if I see any more significance here in the charts. We're going to have the MACD and oscillator continuing to retest that zero line, and a snap below that, which would be a clean solid close below that 53.11 price support, and we will put in even more technical momentum indicator damage.